scariest house we ever went into?
Ever really scared of any houses, although I will say William, my little brother, he was terrified of what was it? It
Yeah,
was
don't
across from
yeah, no
Bullock's, that,
names or
meat
addresses, but yes.
Oh, yeah,
There
yeah.
so I'll share.
sorry. There was a house across from a
Yeah,
meat store
exactly.
that, that, we my mom was selling. I
I
think, were
was,
you the
yep,
listing agent on it, or were and you also, like, were the buying agent on
yep.
it a couple times, I think, right? This house just kept coming back to
Whoop.
my mom. I don't know why. I think the people who bought it and sold it just really liked her, so they kept referring her around. But um, William was terrified of this house, and every single time we went to it, he would like freak out and sit in the car, and it kind of
You're
made me
like,
a little
"What?"
nervous about it, just because he was like, it wasn't that I was scared of the house. I was like, why is
Right,
Will
right,
scared of
right.
the house? You know what I
Well, it's
mean?
funny.
But that would probably be the
Yeah,
only
so
one.
there's people that are sensitive to certain things and there's people that are not sensitive to certain things. And we've talked about this before, but when you have your kids with you, it's one of those things where it's very
It's
different, right?
different.
Like
It's
they get
different.
creepy or they get freaked out or they
Different.
get this or that. And this particular house that we're talking about, I did list a couple times. It was clients that I knew. They bought it from me, they sold it from me, and then the people that bought it from them, I ended up selling it for them. So it was, nobody was upset with the house. It was not like things were flying off the walls. Don't get me wrong, but there
Right.
was the
It
feeling,
wasn't
right? There was definitely a feeling
just
when you walked in the house and you're walking through, and you could just sense that maybe you weren't alone in the house. And I took the kids with me, horrible mother that I am, and we're like in there doing open houses,
Ooh.
making cookies, doing whatever. And William, my son, who is not willing to do the podcast, says, "I'm not going in that haunted house." He was like 8, right, Christian? Like he was like 8 or 9. And I pull up, and I had the
Mhm.
same feeling about this house, but I didn't tell them. I was like, I'm not going to freak them out.
He was 2nd or 3rd grade, I think, and I
Yeah.
was in, like, 3rd or 4th because it
Right,
was
right,
right
right.
before we
So
moved.
I had gone in and I didn't tell him because I didn't want him to be scared. And we pull up, we're not even out of the car. Christian's ready to run in and check out the new house because, like, how many bedrooms have you chosen in your life? That
I don't care. The ghost
right.
makes
Like
me
when you take your kid and
afraid.
they find a bedroom and they're like, this one would be mine. I don't know if yours did that too, John, but it was like every house we went into, she would like, this would be my room. And William would be like, no, this would be my room. And, so we're going through.
Oh, no, no, yeah, yeah,
My
Well,
room was
right.
always
She
the
tried.
most.
She tried. But we pulled up to this house and William looked at me and he was like, I'm not going in that haunted house. Didn't get out of the car. And I was like, what? What makes you think? And I'm thinking, oh my God, this kid. So, it's definitely there's people that are in touch with things and there's people that are not in touch with things. Christian is not in touch. She will walk into the gates of hell and be like, what's up?
Tuition.
What?